everyone and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today I am so excited because I recently announced that I was going to be starting my very first save file. Now this is something that of course I have never done before, so I'm kind of going into it like only knowing a few things. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I felt like this was the perfect time to do it. So hopefully you guys are as excited as I am, and I wanted to use this video to kind of talk you guys through what's gonna consist of this save file, what's gonna be in it, who's it gonna be accessible to, what packs is it gonna use, what world we're building in, everything like that, lots of other things as well. There was a few questions that I had been asked, so I wanted to talk about those as well. I will start by letting you know that this will be a full base game save file. It is being built in a base game world, and so I feel like it's only fitting that I only use base game. So here we have the gorgeous world of Newcrest, and I had done a poll on my Instagram, iHandsAYZ, if you want to check it out. I do lots of updates there and also just post little cute things that you might not see over here. But I also did a community post on YouTube, and in both of those polls, it was Newcrest that won. Now your options were between Copperdale, Willow Creek, San Myshuno and Newcrest, and maybe because Newcrest is already so blank, people just really wanted to see it furbished and with a whole lot of character, and I am so happy that people chose this one as well. I would have been happy with any, but this is such a beautiful world, and I build in here a lot, so I'm very comfortable with building in Newcrest. As you can see, currently there is nothing, and this is going to be the blank canvas for our really pretty save file. Now I already had a lot of things kind of saved on Pinterest that I knew I would kind of want to go with the vibe of whenever I did decide to do my save file. I have spent the last few days compiling a few different like of my favorite Pinterest saves and trying to fit them into what lots I think they would look the best in. Okay, so ignore this little bunny in the corner. She is our tester sim, so she's going to be making sure all of these builds are absolutely functional for your sims. Now, as you can see, I have done everything by section. So my idea was I wanted more of the budget homes to all be together. So as you can see, we have 2 starter homes, which I figured made the most sense being on the smallest lots. So these are going to be 20k, which I have realized is not really 20k, because if we're taking into consideration the actual lot itself, I believe these lots are like 2,000 each. It differs depending on lot size, so that will be taken into consideration. I'll be making sure that your sim can move into it straight off of getting into a new world without you having to do anything extra or turn on any cheats. They will be 20,000 including the lot price as well. Then we've got a 30k, so that'll be for if your sims, they're sick of the 20k and they want something a little bit nicer. And then again with the 40k as well. Now obviously if you do decide to move in with a bigger family, like 8 sims, you can most likely move into the 30k already, and then you can probably save up and move into the 40 pretty fast. But for smaller families, probably looking at the 20k. I also thought it would be nice in this area to have a park, but I wanted it to be primarily a basketball park. I don't know why. You will see my save post on Pinterest, so that might explain a little bit. Down here we have Llama Lagoon, which is one of the sections, and this is kind of our community area. So my plans are to have a bar, a gym, a park, a normal park, a library, and a big massive community pool, which I'm so excited to do because I think I've only ever done like one community pool, so this is going to be so nice. It's also the biggest lot in the world, so I need to make it look good. At our last section we have more of a suburban area, so I've decided to pop the karaoke bar over here. There was not really any room for it over in this community area, and also I just thought it would be nice to have a community lot in one of the residential areas. Then we have suburban row homes. Now these are all going to have a similar vibe to them, but I am going to make them different. So I'm going to try and make them I'm going to try and give them all their own personality. Please let me know what you would rather see. Would you want me to do like the same style with different interiors, like different floor plans? They will all be fully furnished, and these are not following any budget restrictions, so that's something that I definitely would be so happy to do. And here we have a large residential, and I thought this would be nice because we're not sticking to any budget restrictions for this one either. It's really just these ones up here that we're worried about budget. Hopefully that layout looks kind of cool for you guys. It's probably going to make a lot more sense and look a lot better once I've actually created the builds, which will be coming to you soon, by the way, because I may or may not have already started on a few things. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys my Pinterest board, and you can have a little look at what we're expecting to see. Here is my Pinterest, and as you can see, this one is called Newcrest Save File. Now, it is a private board. All of my boards on Pinterest are actually private. I just use it to save builds and stuff. I usually put them into my builds to show you guys when I'm referencing things, but I use Pinterest a whole lot. Now, as you can see, I have split this folder into 3 different little subfolders. So these are of course the different sections of the world. So first of all, we have Bridgeview, which for reference would be this top area at the top that you can see here. Then we have Llama Lagoon, and that is our community lot. So that's where all of these kind of builds are going to be taking place. And then we have Ridgeline Drive, which is incorrectly spelled, just ignore that, which is of course where the kind of like suburban area is going to be. So I'm going to start off with Bridgeview and show you guys what I come up with. So you can see that there's like little notes underneath. Now these are stuff that I had added. If you don't know, on Pinterest you can add your own like little personal notes. So that's something I decided to do just to keep me right on like what lots I'm doing and things like that. So to start off, we of course have like our starter homes. So this is my note to self that I wanted this to be located on Comfy Cubby, and this is a starter home at 20k. It says 2 because I had a few different reference images. The other one I had was this one, and I thought this was pretty cute as well. And I think I originally had another one, but I decided to step away from that vibe and keep it with this kind of shotgun style, which I love the whole shotgun style. So that's something that I am planning on doing for one of the starter homes. The second starter home, this is the only picture at the moment that I do have saved, and as you can see again, 20k simoleon starter home. Now the issue with this one is, as you can probably tell, it is 2 floors. So in terms of price, getting that to be 20k might be an issue, and I am fully aware of that. So these are all just very rough guides. Please keep that in mind. It might get to the build that I'm doing and it looks nothing like any of these. These are just what I have in mind at the moment, just to give you guys a little bit more of an idea. Then we of course have the 40 by 30 lot, and I was thinking a much bigger home for that. Now this is going to be our 40k house. So this is a pretty big house, but keep in mind 40k in The Sims is not a lot. So again, this is going to be very minimally furnished, just like the starter homes will be. But I'm hoping for it to be a bit nicer than the starter homes, so wish me luck on that. And then in terms of the 30k simoleon house, I have put in this photo here, which I absolutely love. I think this is a gorgeous style of home. I think this is very doable for 30,000, and as you can see, it's kind of a semi-starter home because your Sims can start in it depending on how big the family is. But I thought this would be a really nice one, so I think I'll probably end up making this one very similar. Color scheme and all, I just love it. Here that this one says Midtown Meadows. Now it was originally supposed to be on Midtown Meadows, but then I decided I wanted to put the 40k home on there instead. So instead of this being a Midtown Meadows, it is most likely going to mix with the Fern Park lot. So as you can see here, this was the kind of reference image I had in mind. I thought that this just looked absolutely gorgeous. I love the whole layout. I love that there's like a full one and then a half one. I just I love this photo so much. And I'd also came across this one as well. Kids Play Park. I just thought this would be really nice. So I'm planning on blending the two. But yeah, that is why that one's slightly mislabeled. Again, everything's a rough guide, so things are not perfect. But again, I just wanted to show you guys. Now next we have Llama Lagoon. So Llama Lagoon, of course, where all the community builds are going to be. So starting off, we have Rippling Flats, where I'm planning on placing a library. Now, I believe this is not supposed to be a library. I think it's supposed to be like a home of some kind, like a very grand manor. It's absolutely stunning, but for me, it just screamed library, and I love the way it looks. I love the kind of old time vibes. For this save file, I don't have a specific vibe in mind, but I'm thinking more realistic. Not super realistic, so don't hold me to that, but more realistic and kind of very suburban-esque. So I thought that this fit in really nicely with that, and I just love the overall vibe. I don't know if it's better for me to show you it like this or like show you it when it's zoomed in. I feel like I get in the way when it's zoomed in, but also there's like so much going on. Next we have Tranquil Crescent, which if you don't know is where I'm going to be placing the park. And this was a really beautiful reference image that I found for the park. So as you can see, we've got like this big bird bath. We've got so many plants. It just looks so amazing. We've got a pergola. Is that what these are called? I always forget. But I'm thinking something like this. It just looks so gorgeous. By the way, I'm sure you can see like all of the creators. So if you are wanting any of these or you're wanting to search them up, please feel free. But I was thinking something like this. I mean, I won't be copying it to the exact because I never ever do that. But along this, like, this is my kind of vibe. This is what I'm looking for, something like this. Moving on to maybe like the build I'm most excited about is the community pool. Now I'm going to be building this on the twin oracle point, and this is a massive community pool. I don't even think this would fit on that lot, but this is the general vibe that I am wanting to go for. Something that's going to be big and grand and just really nice with different sections, like maybe a kiddie pool, a bigger pool for adults, lots of space to lounge. I also found another one, which was this one right here, and I thought this would be really nice as a kind of general layout. Just if I'm kind of struggling to put stuff, I have a kind of reference that I can work stuff out on. So I thought that would be pretty cool. I wanted to make sure that I had a gym in this world. When I play The Sims, whenever I do like gameplay, I love for there to be a gym. I just think it's so nice. I love taking my sim to the gym. I think it's really fun. And so this is the gym that I had a look at. Now, it was hard because a lot of gyms I was looking up were very modern, and I didn't want something too modern. I wanted something that would be a little bit more vintage, not to an extreme, but to an amount. And this doesn't look like a gym, I am aware, but this I believe is a gym slash recreation center. So I think I could possibly build something very similar in The Sims. The last build that is going to be in that area is of course this bar. Now I had a look at this one, which I love the look of. It is connecting to another building, so of course mine will not be. But I did also find this really gorgeous photo of this. I believe it's like a painting, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And this is another vibe that I'm thinking of going for as well. It's much more old-timey. It's very beautiful. I love the red color. It looks really nice. So I'm gonna find a way, if I can, to kind of merge the two and make one bar. But yeah, that's gonna be a struggle. But I think I'm going to be able to work it out. Now, moving on to our last kind of sector. This is Ridgeline Drive. Again, it's spelt wrong. Let me just fix it. Is that how you spell it? I think that's correct. I'm excited about this because it's another kind of like suburban area for your Sims to live, and I love areas like that so much. So starting off, we have the three main lots. So we have Cookout Lookout, Civic Cliffs, and Hillside Highlands. Now, I had a lot of ideas for these. So this is one of the ideas that I had. As you can see, there's no budget for this. These are just going to be decorated to the absolute max. This is only one of my options. I also found this really nice style of home, which I thought would be really cool. And as you can see, they're in rows as well. And these ones are kind of similar, but they're a little bit different. I love the way these look as well. They look really nice, really bright. I love that it's like a dark brick here, or like a dark paneling with like bright white windows. I thought they looked so lovely. Now, I will take a lot of creative liberties and change these probably quite a lot. But what was fancying you the best? I think that one and like the first one I showed, which was this one, are very similar, but they definitely do have their differences. So let me know if you have a preference, or even if you have a different like opinion of what you want to see, please let me know. Then on the Optimus Lookout lot, I was thinking possibly a build like this. This is going to be a 40 by 30 lot. There's no budget, so this can be as beautiful and large and just cluttered as we would like. Other one that I had in mind was this one just here. I love the look of this one, and I really like the addition of that flag. I don't know why, I just like the look of those on like Sims builds. I think they look so cool. And it's a really big nice home, so it would work really well, and I am sure I could incorporate a driveway as well, so I'm quite a fan. I will say my absolute favourite is this one right here. The garage is to die for. I love the whole like split level. I just love it. It looks so good. That's something I would absolutely love to create. So right now this is kind of at the top of my list for creating on that lot. Again, let me know your opinion. I love to hear it. That's the important part. I mean, you guys are going to be the ones downloading it and playing in it, so I want to make something that you are going to like. And then the last lot is of course the karaoke bar, and in there I thought something kind of this vibe, you know, like it's just your traditional karaoke. It's going to be on Sandy Run. That's the lot name. And I feel like this is what the karaoke bars look like in The Sims. So I reckon I can go for this vibe as well. I've never made a karaoke bar, so this is going to be a struggle, but I am so excited. It's definitely going to be difficult with base game because we don't have like the luminous objects, but I'm going to find a way to make it work. Don't worry. And now in terms of the exterior, so as you can see, this is a very industrial building. And I did pop in the notes that the exterior would be very difficult without eco lifestyle and city living, so there is subject to change. This would be such a difficult one because I don't have these objects, of course. I am very limited. And yeah, so this is kind of this is kind of gonna be hard, but if I can make it work, I will make it work. Also, it's trying to make a industrial building fit into this world, but I honestly think that it would, because if you think about it, if it's been there a long time, it wouldn't be crazy that it has more of an industrial vibe than the other buildings around it. So I don't think it's too worrisome, but yeah, I'm gonna find a way for this to work, and I'm gonna try my best to base it off of something like this because I really like this photo. And yeah, that is just about everything, but there was questions asked, and I just wanted to talk about that real quick. So the question I had gotten a few times now was, will you be creating Sims to go along with the residentials? Now, if you know me, you know that I am always coming up with a backstory for all of my homes and my builds. I just love to have a backstory. I can yap forever and my brain doesn't stop, so it's very easy for me to come up with storylines. With saying that, I can also come up with families very easily for the same reason. So if you do want me to make families for the homes, then I am more than delighted to do that. That is something that I'm not too sure if I would record and put on YouTube, or if I would just do it on my own and then upload them for you guys. Let me know, would you want to see me do them in terms of like building the house and then doing the family, or would you rather I scattered them, like did a few buildings, then went and did some families? Let me know, because I I'm more than happy to do either. If you would rather make Sims and upload them to the gallery and have me download them, I'm so happy to do that as well. Just let me know, because I know that some people do stuff where they will have their followers sort of upload families to the gallery, and then they'll pick the ones that they like and incorporate them into the game. But I'm not too sure if I want to do something like that, or if I would rather just do it myself, or if I would rather just you guys make your own. I'm not 100% sure. So that's something that's still in the process of being worked out. I think that is just about it for this video. It was just something to kind of let you guys know what to be expected, and hopefully you're as excited as I am, although that's probably not possible. But thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free and it helps me out a whole lot. But yeah, let me know what you want to see down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!